Hi everyone, I thought I'd do a video today on your husband scapegoating you and acting like a flying monkey himself when there is conflict in your marriage, when there is a crisis in your marriage, and how that makes you feel and why he does this. Well, he's doing it because he is mirroring the behavior of his parents. He knows it's hurtful. He knows that he's using it as a controlling mechanism. He knows that when he does this, he is getting the person that already doesn't like you on his side. He knows that by doing this, he is going to try to get you in line with his will and way, and that he is intentionally doing this to switch the situation into his favor by hurting you more. He is, let's think about it. Where has he learned this behavior? Where? His narcissist. This is why he is doing this to you, because he knows it has worked on him and it works on other people, and he thinks by doing this to you, it'll work on you. He thinks by doing this, he will get some kind of recognition and acceptance out of his narcissistic parent, and that by doing this, he's earning cookie points, because it's kind of like this. When somebody you know wants to intentionally hurt you, they will go to the person that hurts you the most to get back at you. They will go to the person that hurts you the most to make you feel worse about the situation that you're in. And I think they do that, and then you also have the ones that do it unintentionally. You want to call them a mama's boy or whatever. They do this because they don't know any better. They think this is normal behavior. They think because they are underneath their narcissistic parents' thumb, that this is the way they've acted their whole life, and that this is an acceptable action, and that by doing this, they will get love shown to them by their narcissist. Because they are looking for acceptance and they're vulnerable to that, and because they haven't had that their whole life, besides the times they have done something like this by giving their narcissist what they want, that they just don't know any better. They honestly just think, like, because I've watched my parents act like this, then acting like this isn't a big deal. But to you, the spouse or the partner, it's a big deal, because here you are constantly trying to impress your narcissistic in-laws, trying to get on their good side, trying to show them that you're a trustworthy person, that you want to be shown loved and acceptance and be welcomed in that family. Because you're constantly trying to do that, when your spouse goes and I don't know if you want to call it spill the beans on the situation, it hurts you more, and it makes the situation worse. And so that's why it hurts you as bad as it does, because you don't want any other information that can be used against you. You don't want your partner, someone that you're supposed to trust, someone that's supposed to be loyal to you, to betray you, to show you that the ordeal that you just went through is not as protected as it should be. Because when you're in a marriage, you honestly should always keep your conflict in your marriage to your marriage, or you should contact a marriage counselor or a therapist and get advice from someone that is neutral, someone that can see both sides of the story and then give you advice on what to do and get to the root cause and problem of this conflict, right? But when your spouse is going and telling the narcissist this, that narcissist will never see your side of the story, even if their child is in the wrong, even if their child is manipulating the situation into their favor and lying about it. The narcissist will never be a healthy parent and say, well, let me talk to you both. Let's get to the root cause. Let's see what the problem is. You kids are acting like idiots. You know you love each other. Let's talk about it and get over it and move forward in your marriage happily. The narcissist will never say that, even though that is what, unconsciously, that is what their child wants. They never get it because they don't see their narcissist the way you do. They see they idolize their narcissist and expect them to help them in a positive way, but it's always negative. The child never gets what they want in this situation, and it takes years of this child acting like this, or you shining a spotlight on it, for them to actually see what's going on when they go and share stuff like this to their parent. Because they really do, I mean, I feel bad for them, because they really do want to believe that their parent is a loving, empathetic, and sympathetic person, that their parent can relate and empathize with their situation, that their parent is willing to help both them and their spouse in this situation, that their parent is going to be neutral in this situation. And then that's the other thing, is that your partner also consciously knows that their parent isn't going to be neutral, that their parent will be on their side, and that they will get the reassurance that the fight was in their favor, or the conflict was in their favor, that they're in the right and you're in the wrong, and so on and so forth. And, you know, when your partner is acting like this and trying to be deceitful and conniving and cunning towards you in this situation, knowing by going and sharing this stuff with someone that absolutely hates you, that has no good, no good agenda towards you, ill will towards you, then you need to talk to your partner. And if your partner keeps doing this, that's a major red flag in your relationship, and you desperately need to see a marriage counseling. And even if that doesn't work and they continue to neglect you and be dismissive of how you feel, you might honestly need to reconsider that relationship that you're in. Because if your partner is acting like a narcissist as well, and then you have your narcissistic in-laws after you, why the heck would you ever want to be in that situation? Why would you do that to yourself? You don't need any of that in your life. You're deserving, and you deserve a wonderful partner. And if your partner can't respect you and stop blabbing their mouth about your marriage to the number one person that has it out for you, you really need to watch your back. You really need to wake up to the reality that this may not be a healthy relationship, because not only do you not have a healthy relationship with your narcissistic in-laws, but now you're waking up to the fact that you do not have a healthy relationship with your spouse, and that your spouse is either a narcissist themselves, because narcissists raise narcissists, or your partner is mirroring their parents' behavior, and that is unacceptable. That does not need to take place in your marriage, and you need to stand firm in your boundaries with your spouse and let them know that that was hurtful, and that taking revenge on you in this manner is highly inappropriate, and all it's doing is making the relationship you have with your narcissistic in-laws worse. You know, you need to really show them that this behavior is not what a loving spouse does. You know, somebody should not have revenge on you after a conflict or in a crisis, trying to get their will and way, just like the narcissist is doing towards you. You have to watch out for your spouse who has been brought up in a narcissistic household, because they have normalized this behavior when you know it's not normal. And this is why they do what they do. They are trying to appease the monster. That is what they're doing. And it's not fair to you, and you don't deserve it, and you should never tolerate that. Especially if they keep doing it after you tell them to stop, when you know they are maliciously doing it to hurt you. Think about what I am saying. Do not stay in an unhealthy relationship with that, because you're already suffering. You're already suffering with the abuse their parents are bestowing on you. You should never tolerate your spouse intentionally doing that, or even unintentionally doing that, after you bring it to their attention that they need to never do this again. And if they continue to do it, there will be consequences. You guys need to wake up to the truth that if your husband is having narcissistic tendencies or acting like a narcissist, then you need to stop looking at your in-laws and start looking into your spouse, of who the narcissist is that is living and sleeping next to you. Not the one that lives down the road or in another state, but the one that is literally sleeping in the same bed as you. Alright guys, have a good day. Peace, love, harmony. Thumbs up if you like, and comment for anything you need. Alright. Oh, and you can reach me at goodintentionslifecoaching at yahoo.com if you need someone to talk to or any advice or coaching. Alright, bye guys.